So, exciting times. Some of the most awaited smartphones are launching in the next 30 days, and if you're looking to buy your next big flagship level smartphone, watch through this one. First, two smartphones that are launching at the absolute peak of foldable smartphones on the 10th of August are the Z Flip 4 and the Z Fold 4. The leaks and rumors so far are pointing to a very iterative design upgrade, with the hinge getting skinnier on both the phones and slightly reduced crease in the fold area. Now both the phones are going to launch with the latest Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, better 50 megapixel main cameras, and a teaser from Samsung that says there's a new way to take selfies. Now I'm not doing anything like that, but it could be a pretty interesting thing to watch out for. The Z Flip 4 is going to have slimmer bezels as per some leaks, and that's definitely a welcome improvement. Now in terms of variants and colors for the Z Fold 4, here's everything that you need to know. And then talking about the Z Flip 4, there's a purple, there's going to be a pink gold, a blue, and a graphite. So these are the four colors that are expected to be launched for the Z Flip 3. And a quick look at the rumored specs for the Z Fold 4, it shows that pretty much everything is the same except for an improved CPU, which is the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, and a better camera system than what we saw in the Z Fold 3. Now, before I talk about the next one, I just want to talk about the fact that I use the Galaxy S22, and I'm so hooked onto it because of its small size, and I really think there's this huge market need for compact flagship smartphones, and Asus is all set to launch the Asus Zenfone 9 just about right now. It's got a 5.9-inch display, so it is a compact flagship, and if they price it right, they can actually pull a lot of users intending to buy the Galaxy S22. It's powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, so it is going to have better performance than the Galaxy S22. And it's got a 4300 mAh battery. Also, exciting stuff, it's going to have something called as gimbal camera. It's a 6-axis hybrid gimbal stabilizer, which is basically going to help with stability, which means probably better low-light photos and definitely stable videos. And among other things, it's going to have a 120Hz display, IP68 water and dust resistance, 3.5mm headphone jack, new photography modes, a new way to interact with your device with a side-mounted physical fingerprint sensor, and the red and blue colors look really appealing too. Okay, the next phone, which is scheduled for the 3rd of August, is the OnePlus 10T, and there are three things to be really excited about. First, it seems that OnePlus is going to introduce 150-watt charging speeds with some AI built in. And looking at this part here, it's an indicator of maximized RAM, possibly 16 gigs. And needless to say, it will come with the latest Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip. Second, they've announced a big change to the design. They're removing the alert slider for the first time. But that allows them to A, increase the battery capacity, and 2, introduce faster charging speeds, the 150-watt charging speed that I just spoke about. Another thing, removing the alert slider allowed them to improve their antenna system, which is going to stabilize the connection that you have while playing multiplayer games. And third, it's going to ship with Oxygen OS 13. Now, we're not too sure, but there could be some interesting updates to the infamous Oxygen OS. Among many other updates, it's possible that they also come up with their own version of live activity where you can keep track of your cab arrival. There might also be some redesign to the always-on display, music playback control on lock screen, amongst many other things. And the phone is going to be available in black and a jade green, which looks really good to me. And lastly, Motorola is betting big this time with its Motorola Edge 30 Ultra, its very own flagship competing with the big players. It's supposedly coming with a 200 megapixel camera on top of other maxed out specs like Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, 6.67 OLED curved display with a 144Hz refresh rate. But you know, I've been hearing 200 megapixel for such a long time, so it's absolutely possible that the Motorola Edge 30 Ultra does not see the 200 megapixel and we just get the simple 50 megapixel main camera like in other flagship smartphones. It's also coming with a major redesign of its UI skin called MyUI 4, which comes with more personalizations, animations, colors, and even sounds. And it's probably going to come out for about 70,000 rupees for the 256 gigs internal storage and 12 gigs of RAM. But again, this is all rumored and indicative at best. Alright, so these are the 4 flagship phones that you can expect to launch in August of this year. And you know, with the Galaxy Fold and the Flip being the most distinct and unique, with of course the Fold 4 being at the peak of the price chart. Now, in addition to these flagships that I mentioned, there's also the Xiaomi 12S Ultra, the Asus ROG 6, that you may consider, because these flagships may also launch sometime between August and September. And of course, you could always wait for September for the iPhone 14 to launch, but they might have their deliveries possibly towards the end of September or early October, depending on stocks and production. Now, I'll be reviewing the Z Flip 4, the Fold 4, the iPhone 14, and hopefully I'm able to get my hands on the OnePlus 10T as well. So if you want to watch those reviews, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you hit that bell notification icon. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. I hope this was really fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.